Each year, nearly 700,000 children are victims of abuse and neglect, and parents struggle under the weight of their own childhood adversity, mental health needs, financial stress, and isolation. 50 years ago, a few volunteers decided to help by creating what is now KVC Health Systems, and ever since, we've been on a journey to find the best research-backed ways to help children and families. This is our story. In 1970, a woman named Ellen McCarthy noticed boys who were staying in a juvenile detention center but didn't belong there. These children were neglected, abused, or homeless. She organized a group of women from the Junior League of Wyandotte and Johnson counties, and they created Wyandotte House in Kansas City, Kansas. We soon added 2 more houses for children. Wyandotte House became Kaw Valley Center, then simply KVC. In 1980, Wayne Sims became KVC's president and CEO, beginning a successful 35-year tenure. Sims and his team led with inspiring values, prompting KVC team members to seek the best interests of children and families by asking themselves, what would you want for your child? Seeing that many children needed mental health treatment, KVC raised funds to open a children's psychiatric hospital in Kansas City in 1987. In the 1990s, the Joint Commission accredited KVC, giving it a gold seal for safety and quality. Then, in 1996, when the state of Kansas decided to use private nonprofits to strengthen foster care, it chose KVC as a lead provider. We helped Kansas achieve national leadership in outcomes like children's safety, caring for more children in family homes rather than institutional settings, and reducing children's time in foster care. In the early 2000s, word of KVC's incredible results helped us grow into West Virginia, Kentucky, and Nebraska, providing child welfare and mental health services. We also raised funds to house our administrative team and opened the Ball Conference Center, named for Fred and Joanne Ball. The Balls have been instrumental for decades, with generations serving on the board and securing philanthropic support. Since 2010, KVC has opened 2 more children's psychiatric hospitals in Kansas. We also merged with Niles, a Missouri leader in children's behavioral health for 135 years. KVC deepened its expertise in trauma-informed care and neuroscience-based treatment and created the KVC Institute. Child welfare agencies around the world, from Washington, D.C. to Singapore, have asked KVC to teach them best practices. As KVC celebrates 50 years, we reflect on how a few friends and their acts of kindness in 1970 have impacted hundreds of thousands of children and families. We all need connection, whether to a caring friend or professionals, and the heart of our work is helping people. How will you help us today to realize KVC's vision of a world in which every child is safe and connected to a strong family and a healthy community? Join us.
Welcome to KVC's 50th anniversary celebration. Hi everyone, I'm Kylie and I'm 8 years old. KVC is way older than me. I recently helped KVC make some new videos for parents. They told me that since I did such a good job and since KVC is all about kids and families, that I should be the MC for today's event. It's so cool that we get to be together online. Today we're going to look back at 50 years of helping children and families. Then we'll look forward to the next 50 years. We'll also give out lots of awards to our partners. You guys are awesome. But first, let's start with our 2020 report. Here's a look at all the good work KVC did this past year. Thanks for your support. Hi, I am Kylie, and I want to thank you for helping children and families through KVC. Over the last year, KVC has helped a lot of people. We strengthen nearly 12,000 families, helping parents be their best. This safely prevents children from entering foster care. We care for over 6,000 children who did need foster care. We match over 500 children with adoptive families. That means KVC has found forever families for over 5,500 children in its history. We brought mental health support to over 23,000 people's homes and helped over 3,000 kids at our children's psychiatric hospitals. Overall, in KVC's 50-year history, we've made a positive difference for over 300,000 people. That will fill the Kansas City Chiefs Arrowhead Stadium 4 times! These results come from amazing supporters like you, who care about kids like me and who want to make the world a better place. You can check out all the stats in our new annual report at kvc.org. Many people feel disconnected and you can help. Give your voice, give your time, give your money. Or if you're up for a real adventure, you can learn about fostering or adopting a child. Will you join us?
Thanks, Kylie, for that 2020 report. I'm Erin Stuckey. I'm Chief Operations Officer at KVC Health Systems. I'm proud to say that I've been with KVC for almost 24 years. That's almost half of the 50-year history, beginning in 1997 as a case manager. It's great to see how many people KVC has helped, but it's also important to hear personal stories of how we've changed people's lives. Now that KVC is 50 years old, we have many families who have been helping children through KVC for generation after generation. Once you become aware of the challenges some children and families are facing, or you experience the good feeling of helping others, you can get hooked on making a positive difference. I want you to meet 4 people who are KVC team members or foster parents. All 4 of them have been involved with KVC since they were children, and they choose to continue supporting our mission today as adults. Let's watch their video now.
My family's been connected with KVC for over 20 years. My mother was a foster care parent, and then now I work with KVC, so it's really cool to see that come around in full circle. I was adopted as well as I went through it growing up. Again, I was already adopted, but I did have these children coming into my home. My mom did foster care, and so now here I am on the business side and just trying to reconnect families with each other and do that. For me, I mean, everybody, not just our families here at KVC, but we all need connection. So to have that support system is huge.
My mom has worked at KVC for over 17 years. She raised our family to value helping others. That has helped continue my involvement with KVC and then led to my eventual employment with KVC. We have volunteered ever since my mom started working at KVC, so I started volunteering at KVC as early as middle school. KVC helps children feel safe, seen, heard, listened to, supported. KVC really helps children feel that they have someone who cares about them. My family has supported KVC for nearly 20 years because we value helping children.
I went into foster care when I was 13, and along with 8 of my siblings. We were in the foster care system until I was 17 when we were adopted. I was a KVC foster child, fighting for my own family, and now I'm a KVC foster parent with a very blended and blessed family. As a part of a sibling group of 9 that was separated and went through the foster care system, it was our KVC foster parent that helped reconnect us and made sure that we all stayed together, and that set a good background for me to know that that's what I wanted to do later in life, and so now we're working to keep other sibling groups together.
My name is Cassidy Kearney. I'm a foster family therapist for the Metro region. For nearly 20 years, my family fostered. We adopted 5 kids. My mom worked for KVC, and now I work for KVC. I'm the only biological child, and so we wouldn't have my family if we didn't have KVC, and I think that it really strengthened our family to go through some of the ups and downs of foster care and strengthening my relationship with my parents, as well as obviously gaining siblings. So it's given me a deeper understanding of what they go through, and I think that fostering is something that you maybe don't understand quite as well if you haven't been through it. You know, if that's your personal experience, that kind of gives you just a deeper understanding, and I'm able to take that and utilize it and help the families that I work with. My family has been connected with KVC for nearly 20 years because we want to help the families and kids that need it most.
If you want to help people,
Help through KVC.
If you want every kid to have a great childhood,
Support KVC.
We all need connection.
we all need connection.
We all need connection.
we all need connection.
Hi again. Throughout the event today, you will hear from donors who support KVC. These people give their time and money to help children and families through KVC. Check out this interview with 3 people who have supported KVC for a long time.
Been on the board for quite some time. I'd say the number of years, but now that's escaping me. But at least 12, 13 years member of the board. So.
After coming home from our board meetings, he had a lot of suggestions for several years, so I said that you need to be on the board.
Yeah, she essentially forced me to be on the board.
And when you choose an organization to devote to, and it's not watered down by scattering your focus, then change really does happen.
It touches a part of you that you may not have been frequently in contact with before, and it's the part that is wanting to help other people, your fellow citizens, and particularly those people who are most in need of help, the children who can't help themselves. And it's gratifying.
It's not just adoption, just foster placement. It's really working within families and communities for kids that are in need, and that encompasses a vast amount of services that's hard to get across in the conversation.
There's no better time to help those who are in the greatest need, and your money or your time or whatever it is you can afford to provide is in great need, and I would encourage you to provide it.
I support KVC because as a mother, you really understand the challenges of raising children and that you need help sometimes, and they're the leaders.
So I support KVC for the impact they have on our community, and which I've seen firsthand in involvement through the activities, the events, a lot of the resources and services that they provide.
So I support KVC because the work that they do is extremely important. They do it extremely well, and I shudder to think what the world would look like if they didn't exist.
Now I have the honor of kicking off our 2020 Values-Driven Partner Awards. Each year, we recognize partners who support KVC's mission of helping children and families. While these partners are diverse, what unites us all is a set of core values. It's a language we share about what matters most in life, why we do what we do, and how to approach complex problems. Today, we're going to recognize 6 partners who each embody one of our 6 core values. Because the event is taking place virtually, we sent each partner their award in advance, and they've recorded short messages that we'll share with you today. Our first value is, the heart of our work is helping people. And the partner who demonstrates this value so well is our incredible helper, Aaron Thacker. Aaron has shown immense generosity in giving his time, talents, and resources to support and celebrate children receiving psychiatric treatment at KVC Hospitals Kansas City and KVC Niles. Aaron welcomes opportunities to enlighten the lives of youth. His face lights up when discussing ideas to engage youth and create joy in their lives. Just a few examples are donating bouncy houses, creating fun activities with arts, crafts, and treats, and bringing Santa with gifts for every child. When KVC Niles opened a new youth lounge, Aaron donated a Nintendo Switch. When our facilities need repairs and renovation, Aaron jumps in with his creativity and impeccable work ethic, and the list continues. Aaron, we're so thankful for your heart and partnership. And by the way, we're so happy to have your wife, Corey, on our team. Congratulations.
First off, I want to say thank you for this award. It's an amazing award, and I do appreciate it. I don't think I deserve it, but I do appreciate it. This is take probably 72 because I have so many good things to say about the organization. The first video lasts about 4 to 5 minutes. I love the organization, love everything about it, love the people, love the staff, love the kids, everything that they do. The reason why we do what we do is because we believe that there's that one positive adult that can change a kid's life forever. And that's who I want to be. I want to be that one positive adult. Like I said, there's so many good things I could say about this organization, and I'm just happy I could be part of KVC. Thank you, and I appreciate this award.
Hello, I'm Lonnie Johnson, Chief Information Officer at KVC Health Systems. I'm proud to be celebrating my 20th KVC anniversary this month as KVC celebrates its 50th. Our second KVC value is our character is built on authenticity and compassion, and the partner who demonstrates this value is Kevin Campbell. Mr. Campbell is an internationally known youth permanency expert, founder of the Center for Family Finding and Youth Connectedness, and developer of the Family Finding Model, a set of strategies now used throughout the United States and Canada to establish lifelong supports for youth in foster care. Brent Lemon, the president of KVC West Virginia, had this to say about Kevin Campbell's effort in West Virginia. He has proven fundamental in working with managed care partners to shift the trajectory of foster care and child placing services to the private sector, while continuing to develop strategies to address the epidemic levels of loneliness that youth in foster care experience while waiting for a chance to go home to their relatives or to be adopted. Whether it's spearheading the Youth-Directed Youth Empowerment Program or working as a consultant through Aetna Better Health, Kevin Campbell's unique ability to bridge the gap between agency, youth, and parents is unrivaled. Because of these and many more reasons, Kevin Campbell is a KVC authentic and compassionate partner. Congratulations and thank you, Kevin Campbell, for all you have done to support youth and families in West Virginia, Kansas, and beyond.
Hi, this is Kevin Campbell. I'm recording this for you on your 50th anniversary at KVC, and I want to thank you for this wonderful partner award. It's been a privilege working with your teams in Kansas and West Virginia and soon in Kentucky. And I just want to say thank you and congratulations, and I wish you the best of luck for the next 50 years. Thank you.
Our third KVC value is family connection drives our culture. And the partner who demonstrates this value is Dr. Jacqueline D'Angelo and the University of Nebraska-Lincoln's Academy for Child and Family Wellbeing. Jacqueline and the Academy were selected for this award based on the incredible collaborative relationship we've created in developing, refining, and evaluating our Fostering Educational Success program. The program goals of promoting school connectedness and improving academic engagement, family communication, home-school relationships, and student and family school success embody the importance of family connection and hold tremendous promise for positively impacting youth and families as they transition from foster care to permanency. Congratulations, Jacqueline and UNL's Academy for Child and Family Wellbeing.
On behalf of the Academy for Child and Family Wellbeing, we are honored and humbled to accept the Partner Award for Family Connection from KVC Health Systems. We have enjoyed the partnership that we've established with KVC Nebraska to develop and evaluate the Fostering Educational Success Program, which focuses on changing the trajectory of educational outcomes for children who are departing foster care to permanency placements. We look forward to sharing the results of our work on a greater scale as we complete this 5-year project. Thank you.
Our fourth KVC value is collaboration fuels our improvement, which is important to ensure that the work we are doing is meaningful, progressive, and inclusive. Dr. Linda Boss, president of KVC Kansas, nominated Kelly Hans-Reed and the work she has done with Aetna and Family Finding as an excellent example of what collaboration can accomplish. Aetna brought in Kevin Campbell as a statewide consultant to strengthen the focus on family finding through expanding connections for children and families involved in the foster care system. As a managed care organization, they had the vision to understand whole person health in the context of relationships. This collaborative effort has brought about many positive changes, including fostering a family kin first culture in our state. Every child and family needs connection, and this partnership has demonstrated this commitment. Congratulations, Aetna and Kelly Hans-Reed.
Hi, my name is Kelly Hans-Reed, and I was awarded this year the Partner Award for Collaboration from KVC. I have to say that being a KVC employee for so many years, it was hard to leave, but the next best thing to being employed with KVC is being able to collaborate with them. And so I was so excited that I got the opportunity to work together with KVC to improve the lives of children and family in Kansas. And one of the things that we worked on was a project to find connection for children in foster care. And we all know that connection is important, and we all need connection. And I'm so very lucky to still be connected to KVC and get to partner with them on such fabulous projects.
Our fifth KVC value is urgency and innovation mark our approach. The partners who demonstrate this sense of urgency and innovation so well are Sleep Outfitters CEO Mike Pope and Chuck Eichner, Chief Supply Chain and Technology Officer, based in Lexington, Kentucky. Sleep Outfitters opened its first store in West Virginia in 1983 and today operates 100 stores in 6 states. Sleep Outfitters features America's most iconic bedding brands, Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. With an understanding of how a good night's sleep transforms well-being, health, and happiness, coupled with a commitment to serving those in need in our community, Sleep Outfitters leaders Mike Pope and Chuck Eichner have demonstrated an unparalleled generosity and commitment to ensuring that children at risk across Kentucky have a safe place to lay their heads at night. Sleep Outfitters has donated hundreds of mattresses to children and families served in KVC Kentucky's family preservation and behavioral health programs. Through a unique online referral link, KVC staff are able to request mattress donations for children in need, including those who may be returning home from foster care, sleeping on a couch or air mattress, or who have never had a bed to call their own. The team at Sleep Outfitters works behind the scenes to deliver mattresses directly to clients' homes, KVC offices, or nearest Sleep Outfitters location. Thank you, Sleep Outfitters, for your generosity, commitment, service, and support of children and families.
KVC, thank you for recognizing Sleep Outfitters and giving us this award. We are really proud of having the opportunity to support your great mission across Kentucky to help keep families together and give children a great night's sleep. And more importantly, we're really proud to be a part of an organization that's been doing this for 50 years in all of the communities that you serve.
Our sixth and final KVC value is diverse perspectives are key to our progress. And the partner who demonstrates this value is Robin Lambert with the United Methodist Church of the Resurrection West in Olathe, Kansas. Here's why she demonstrates it so well. Robin has organized and hosted many training classes for potential foster and adoptive families. She connects with families from diverse backgrounds and shares our need for more foster families. Through her advocacy for children in foster care, she has inspired families to enroll and complete classes so every child in need has a loving home. She continues caring for these families by connecting them with her church family, who provides additional support throughout their journey. Robin's love for all children in foster care shines in all things she does. Congratulations, Robin. Our KVC Kansas team is so thankful for you.
On behalf of the Church of the Resurrection West, thank you for this recognition. It is an honor to receive this award from an organization that does so much to enrich the lives of so many. Little did I know that one tiny check mark on a volunteer questionnaire 13 years ago would open my eyes to such an enormous need for assistance in the foster care community. KVC has been one of my guideposts along the way, and 2 years ago, Jackie Harwig, Brandy Bartlett, and other members of the KVC staff were invaluable advisors when we began a new foster care ministry at Res West. We are grateful for our relationship, and together we can bring change to children who deserve to feel loved, to feel protected, and to have hope for a happy life. Thank you, KVC. Blessings.
Wow, that was so fun recognizing KVC's partners. Thank you for the amazing ways you each help children and families. Next, I want to introduce you to Mr. and Mrs. Groves. They have a very special connection to KVC, which inspires them to support our mission. Check out this next donor spotlight.
Hi, my name is Eric Groves. This is my wife, Tanya Groves. What I really appreciate about Niles Home for Children is that the Niles Home was there for my dad. My dad was a resident there at Niles for 2 years. KVC Niles means so much to us is because the services that they offer the children. Being there, caring for them, showing them an option or giving them alternatives in a positive way. I mean, you can't put a price tag on that. You really can't. Each person has a purpose. They're a person of promise that's in our presence, and we have to serve them well.
I would say to those that are considering to give to KVC Niles Home, that by them giving, that gift will outlast them, and it will become a legacy because you're giving to children which are our future. So your gift will outlast you.
When you're involved in serving humanity, it's just an incredible experience that you'll never forget. And so, I just encourage everybody to get involved.
I support KVC Niles because it's a safe haven for children.
I support KVC Niles because Niles was there for my dad.
Before we begin the KVC Hero Awards, I want to introduce a very special person. Please join me in welcoming KVC past CEO for 35 years and current co-chair of the KVC board, Mr. Wayne Sims.
Thank you, Kylie. This summer, we lost two amazingly gifted and caring individuals, former president of the Kansas Senate, Dick Bond, and Olathe Mayor Mike Copeland, both of whom I am proud to say had been friends and were either former or current KVC board members. Albert Einstein said that only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. I can't think of any quote that better describes these extraordinary men. Both men had the ability to inspire those around them and encouraged others to seek greatness. Let me say something about each one, knowing that in the time allotted here, there is no way I can do justice to either one. Dick Bond did many great things in his career in law, banking, and politics. He chaired many citywide and statewide committees aimed at improving the human condition. However, none brought more clarity of greatness than watching him provide individual counseling to a child who had been born with physical challenges. No matter who we are, we all need teachers and mentors. These are people we can look up to and aspire to be like them. Children born with some type of handicapping condition are no exception. To see Dick model for children what could be overcome and subsequently achieved was a blessing, and all who met with Dick were indeed enriched. In like manner, Mayor Mike Copeland was uniquely gifted. He was the longest-serving mayor in Olathe history, holding that office for almost 20 years. In that time, Olathe grew exponentially not only in population, but in commerce, and was a nationally recognized city. Mike was truly a humanitarian. He was passionate about his work as mayor and his role as city father to improve the lives of all city's children. Mike read books to children in school. He made sure that some of the funds raised for the Mayor Christmas Tree Fund went to providing new school shoes and socks for Olathe's economically challenged children. And he did what he could to better the lives of neglected and abused children entering the state's foster care system. Mike was truly a caring and generous man. I feel personally honored to have known both men. We all know there are plenty of successful people. However, of those successful people, only a few are long remembered. Perhaps those few who go beyond being successful are those who have lived a life worthwhile by serving others.
Thank you, Wayne, for that wonderful tribute to State Senator Dick Bond and Mayor Michael Copeland. KVC wouldn't be what it is today without these two wonderful leaders. We will miss them both greatly and always cherish the impact that they have had on our communities. My name is Jason Hooper, and I'm President and CEO of KVC Health Systems. I've been with KVC for 27 years, and I must say what an honor and privilege it has been to be a part of something so special and to now lead an organization that means so much to so many. And what an incredible journey the last 50 years has been. Today we published our 2020 Impact Report, highlighting how many children and families we helped during fiscal year 2020. It's typical for us to share 1 year's worth of impact, but this year, we also want to share KVC's impact over the last 50 years. You can access the full report at kvc.org/2020 report. I hope you'll take time to check it out. It's overflowing with stories of how we have helped people create positive, lasting change in their lives. For 50 years now, KVC has provided heart-centered service to children and families in crisis. I want to share a few numbers that help describe KVC's impact. Over the last 50 years, KVC has positively impacted the lives of over 304,000 people. 304,000. Let that sink in for a moment. In the last 50 years, we have strengthened more than 60,000 families. Families facing all kinds of challenges, from mental health needs to financial stress, to isolation, to the effects of their own childhood adversity. In the last 50 years, we have served over 50,000 children with family preservation aimed at safely preventing foster care. And when children do need the safety of foster care, we're proud to share that KVC has served over 40,000 children through loving foster families and relative caregivers. We've also matched over 5,500 children with loving adoptive families. We've provided mental health services to over 115,000 individuals in their homes. And we have cared for over 30,000 children in our psychiatric hospitals, helping youth realize their immense worth, find hope, and achieve mental health wellness. None of this would be possible without friends like you and our tremendously talented team of child welfare and behavioral health professionals. Thank you all for your support and for believing that every person deserves to be safe and connected to a strong family and a healthy community. We also have some exciting updates on a few new initiatives as well. In Kansas, we're part of a movement towards safely preventing the need for foster care by strengthening families. Project RISE is a new program that provides families with free classes on healthy relationships and financial literacy, the building blocks that every family needs to rise and thrive. We also celebrated the one-year anniversary of our new Children's Psychiatric Hospital in Wichita. Thanks in large part to so many of you who gave philanthropically to our Hope Lives campaign, we opened KVC Hospitals Wichita last summer. And since then, we have provided life-saving psychiatric treatment to more than 1,200 children. In Minnesota, our partnership with Hennepin County continues. The county asked KVC to come alongside them to help transform the child welfare system from one that was more reactive to one that is preventative, shifting to a focus on child well-being. By embracing KVC's safe and connected framework, Hennepin County staff are strengthening their engagement, connectedness, and impact on children and families. In Nebraska, we're thrilled to be a key partner in the University of Nebraska-Lincoln's $4 million federally funded program called Fostering Educational Success. This innovative program will improve educational outcomes for middle and high school age students exiting foster care so that these youth can receive a vibrant education, graduate high school, and move forward into a bright future. Likewise, in West Virginia, our team is also working on a new partnership that will increase college readiness for youth in foster care. They're also working with managed care organizations on new ways to engage people in healthcare. And in Kentucky, our state government partner placed such a high level of trust in our team that they ask us to conduct quality assurance reviews of their most challenging child welfare work. We're also partnering with Medicaid managed care providers to explore new and exciting ways that we can achieve the healthcare triple aim of improving the patient experience and improving people's health, all while making healthcare more cost-effective. As you know, 2020 has not been the year that any of us expected. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the millions of Americans whose lives have been affected by COVID-19. Thousands of people have lost their lives, and thousands more have lost their sense of normalcy as jobs, childcare, and other parts of life were interrupted or even evaporated. But KVC was built for crisis. Our core expertise is finding solutions in difficult circumstances. So I'm proud to report that we've helped tens of thousands of vulnerable children and families manage through these tough times. Our children's psychiatric hospitals and residential treatment centers are safe and have remained open throughout this pandemic. And more than 1,000 of our team members are working safely from home, ensuring that our frontline work with families does not get interrupted. We've showcased our expertise in delivering best practices with virtual therapy, and we're even training schools and other agencies on how to excel with telehealth. For the first time ever, we moved our foster and adoptive parent training classes online, which has enabled hundreds more families to care for children in crisis. And thankfully, we've had very few positive cases of COVID-19 among our team, our families, and our supporters. So while it's been challenging, KVC has risen to the challenge to help people in need. And while we're focused on the present, we also have big goals that we're striving for. As we look to the future, we want to be the catalyst for ending suicide in our communities. We want to be the catalyst for ending the opioid epidemic. We want to be the catalyst for safely reducing the number of children in foster care nationally by at least half. And we want to help transform healthcare to achieve a truly integrated approach to treating all that ails the human spirit, one day achieving both physical and mental health care wellness collectively. In closing, as we celebrate 50 years of service to communities, we also pause and recognize all of the people, past and present, who have made this possible. Thank you for your incredible support of KVC. Thank you for believing in what we do and supporting the people we serve by giving of your time, energy, and resources. And thank you for enabling one organization to help over 300,000 people achieve lasting, meaningful change in their lives.
Hi guys, it's me again. Next I want to introduce you to Mr. Ron Murphy. He has supported KVC's mission for years. He also helped his children carry on the family legacy of giving. Check out this next donor spotlight.
My name is Rob Murphy. I learned about KVC about 25 years ago. I was introduced to the program through a kindergarten teacher for my oldest son. Since that time, I've aligned with them and couldn't be more pleased. KVC especially touches the heartstrings of me because of all the families and all the kids they help. If any of us could spend one day in the shoes of a child that maybe doesn't have a safe home, they don't have clothes they're proud of, they don't have the basic possessions to meet their needs, you would recognize how important KVC is. It almost melts your heart to know where those resources are going, and it motivates me to do anything I can possibly do to be a proponent and supporter of KVC. I need my kids to learn that. I need my kids to learn that act of giving is within them. And that desire to share is something more important than what somebody else is going to approve or the recognition they may get because their name is on something. That is so terribly important. And if I can make that connection with each of my kids, I've done a great job as a parent. I support KVC because I know the resources that I share help the kids and the families with exactly the type of support that will do the most good.
This next award recipient is someone very special and close to my heart, and she's a big reason why I'm here today. Working in my first job out of college as a behavioral health technician at KVC, I met someone truly amazing who would have a lifetime effect on me. Her name is Lynn Kaufman. To be honest, Lynn may have scared me just a tad bit at first. She took every room by storm. She was intense, full of confidence. She never settled for anything less than excellence, and she never, ever shied away from a challenge. Lynn's contributions throughout her career are immeasurable. She has served thousands of families through her time at KVC and in private practice and in teaching. She has spent her entire career as a therapist, specializing in the treatment of children who have experienced trauma from abuse, neglect, and other mental health crises. And Lynn has trained and supervised hundreds of social workers, mentored hundreds of other professionals, and has taught formally in academia. Frankly, if you've only had a chance meeting with Lynn, maybe at one of KVC's events, it's highly likely you walked away more knowledgeable and inspired because of the meeting. You see, teaching and making the world a better place, well, that's in Lynn's DNA. And thankfully, Lynn is in our DNA. But of all Lynn's contributions, the biggest gift she gives is in exemplifying the impact that one person can have. If doubt ever enters your mind, or you find yourself thinking, I'm just one person, what impact can I really have? Well, look no further than Lynn Kaufman for an answer. Lynn has inspired and left indelible impressions on us that indeed one person can change the world, one action and one person at a time. As we celebrate 50 years of service and we reach into the next 50 years, we will lean on the experiences and impressions from people like Lynn to light the way. Please join me in presenting Lynn Kaufman with the 2020 KVC Hero Award.
I am humbled and honored to be here today to be part of the 50th anniversary of KVC and to accept this wonderful award. I congratulate KVC for 50 years of caring for children and families. What started out as a trip to Wyandotte County to see what my colleagues were doing in social work ended up to be a 25-year beautiful career. From the very beginning in 1990, I was supported by the administration and my coworkers, all of us working together, supporting each other, and always creating new ways to treat and heal families and children. Many of you know about the Grunt Meter, a book and workbook my daughter and I created, which addressed anger management and emotional regulation. The idea was born watching angry children and upset parents struggling to communicate about their emotional lives. It is a tool in which kids and parents found ways to understand and express feelings through 5 different colors: blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. In 2004, as KVC opened the hospital unit, the Grunt Meter continued to be an important tool to prevent suicidal thinking and behavior. The goal was to learn to identify those dangerous feelings climbing towards the color red. The tool was successful in connecting families and children through words instead of actions. In the following 10 years that I was on the hospital unit, every child we treated acknowledged that when they had reached red, they had given up hope for their future. The Grunt Meter allowed us to use skills to avoid the trip to red. I want to send my very best wishes to KVC to continue their great work for peace and understanding with each other, all children who are hurting, and families who need the knowledge and support to be whole again. I'm a witness to the important work KVC continues to do. It was my gift to be part of KVC for 25 years.
Lynn Kaufman represents the very best of KVC over the last 50 years. And in the same way, we want to recognize a partner that represents the tremendous synergy, big thinking, and expansive creative vision that inspires us as we launch into the next 50 years. That partner is Sesame Workshop, creator of the show we all know and love, Sesame Street. In early 2019, Sesame Workshop reached out to us, asking if we'd like to be a partner in their National Sesame Street and Communities initiative. As we began working together, we realized that Sesame Street and KVC have the same vision for children and families. We both want children to grow smarter, stronger, and kinder, and for every person to be safe and connected to others. Through Sesame Street and Communities, beloved characters like Elmo, Big Bird, and Cookie Monster are helping young children make sense of difficult topics. Sesame Street and Communities helps parents, caregivers, and community providers give all children, especially the most vulnerable, a strong and healthy start. Sesame Street is helping children understand the most difficult topics like foster care, parental incarceration, and parental addiction. Thanks to their resources, which therapists can use with children or families, it's almost like Sesame Street is jumping off the screen and into homes and communities, so TV's most trusted characters can help children in even more meaningful ways. They provided us a great video that shows what Sesame Street and Communities is all about. Check out this video as we present the KVC Hero Award to our beloved partners, Sherry Weston and Rochelle Haynes at Sesame Workshop.
All children deserve to grow and play and learn, free from stress or fear. But most at some point will need help coping with difficult situations. Something Sesame Street has recognized for 50 years.
Big Bird, when people die, they don't come back. Ever? No, never.
Prolonged stress experienced by young children has a profound effect on healthy development. Too many children are exposed to traumatic experiences, creating barriers to their success. We want to help them overcome these challenges. With Sesame Street and Communities, we're bringing Sesame Street across the country, empowering parents, caregivers, and local partners with trainings, support, and research-based resources to help all children get off to the best start.
For us, this work is really about connections and community.
We knew that if we had our community connections coupled with the trust that the brand that Sesame Street has and the experience they have, that we could really make a positive impact.
With on-the-ground partners, we're helping children prepare for school, build healthy habits, and cope with a wide range of traumatic experiences.
My mom was having a hard time with addiction, and I felt like my family was the only one going through it.
When do you get to see your mom?
Not that much.
How come?
Because she's in prison.
Children can relate to some of the situations better if they see that the Muppets are going through them too. Through the resources that we can provide, we can have a greater impact, whether it's through building resilience, increasing the health and wellness, or the education of young children.
As long as we're together, we got this.
Together, we're bringing Sesame Street to every street, giving all children the chance to thrive.
To see everybody in Kansas City! Elmo's gonna make some new friends. Elmo can't wait to try some of the Kansas City barbecue, baby! Elmo loves you. See you soon.
President Hooper and Chief Clinical Officer Anderson, I graciously accept the KVC Hero Award on behalf of Sesame Workshop and the U.S. Social Impact Team. We are deeply humbled here at Sesame Workshop to be recognized by our Sesame Street and Communities partner, KVC, for our work in the Kansas City region and beyond. It is together through partnerships like the one we have with KVC that we've been able to meet the needs of vulnerable kids and families throughout the country and offer them a sense of hope and resilience. Together with KVC, we've been able to put a spotlight on one of the most important issues impacting young children, and that is foster care. And what I'm proud of is that we've offered these families the extra support needed to manage through those transitions with a sense of courage, a sense of hope, and resilience. I'm excited to continue this partnership in our work in the Kansas City region and beyond, because I know together we can ensure that kids grow up smarter, stronger, and kinder. Thank you again for this tremendous honor, and I look forward to our continued work together.
Wow, that was awesome. I love Sesame Street. Cookie Monster is my favorite. Cookies! Now I'm ready to show you the final donor spotlight. And we say the best for last. Maisie and Grennan are two kids who were matched with their forever families with KVC's help. And during the pandemic, Maisie sold paintings to raise money to help other children in need. Maisie's story shows that kids can help other kids. We can all make the world a better place.
I thought he was huge.
To get ice cream.
I would look up
I
at
thought
him
he was a
and
giant.
I would only be up to like the middle of his stomach.
It was December 23rd, and so there was an excitement in the air already, an anticipation of big things to come. And this was just another part of the big thing to come, is we were going to become a forever family.
Ooh, there's big baskets everywhere full of toys.
You did get a basket from KVC, right?
Yep.
That day, you each got a basket from them.
Can we please get another little girl? Please? We don't need any more boys. We don't need any more boys. We need another girl.
No, how about a boy?
But when you grow up, you've already
babies?
made it very clear what's going to happen when you grow up.
Become a nun.
No. What are you wanting to do?
I want to adopt children.
Right. And why do you want to adopt children?
Because we were adopted. And then I want my children to adopt children, and then their children adopt children. So it's just a big line of adoption. I made the paintings to raise money for, because I knew it's a hard time right now for all the kids, and so I raised money. We were adopted through KVC, and so I thought it would make sense to give back during this time, and so because they're going through a hard time, and they're not as capable of doing stuff on their own, they're going to need some help. They're going to need people to support them while going through that type of stuff. People can help by fostering children, by adopting children. They can help by just donating money.
KVC helped bring my parents into my life, and I have a better house, and we don't move to different houses all the time, and I have food that I'm able to eat, toys, clothes.
KVC means to me like an extra set of hands I can go to ask for help if anything bad happens. But I'm pretty sure nothing will with them. But yeah, in case anything does happen, we know that we can go to them for help and support.
Thank you, Maisie and Grandin, for your incredible example of giving. And thank you, Kylie, for being the MC for our 50th anniversary celebration. Finally, thank you to the many friends of KVC who took the time to join us online today for this milestone event. You made 50 years possible, and we need your help to make an even bigger impact over the next 50 years. Please join KVC for our Groovy Gala coming up in November on the 13th. We will throw it back to 1970 to celebrate 50 years of spreading the love. You can become a sponsor on our KVC website at www.kvc.org or become a holiday hero and provide a gift for a child in need this holiday season. Thank you for your support and your friendship. All of us at KVC are so thankful for you. Have a great evening.